Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Ashu. This is Ashu's Archives. We thank Prerna for coming back to this channel, my best friend. Today we're doing the 16 personality test. Oh, by the way, you all can follow Prerna at Instagram @Prerna.aat, animal assisted therapist.
But I'm not an animal assisted therapist yet.
Yet is the point. Do you regularly make new friends? My New Year's resolution is to make a new friend, but I haven't made a new friend since college, so it's been 5 years. No, wait, Pari.
You quite regularly make new friends, even though I think you don't think you do, but you do it quite regularly.
Okay, I will go
I
with.
don't want to go with like fully.
I think I'm gonna go with like 1 agree. And you're going with 2 agree?
Yeah.
No, you need to talk about it.
Sorry. I'm going with 2 agree because I have become more picky, but I still not picky. I've become less open, but I still.
Yeah, you have
regularly
more
make new friends.
criterias now.
I'm not willing to put in as much effort anymore. That's all. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Strongly agree.
What piques my interest?
YouTubers.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that. I guess even I'll go with strongly agree. What piques your interest? What do you do?
Every time I find an actor that I think I've seen in something, I must look up their biography practically, or be like, oh, they acted in this. Oh, they acted in this. What else piques me? I feel like there are too many things that all mental health stuff.
That's true.
get
Even you
very
picked up
excited.
crocheting and all when it piqued your interest. That's true. Okay.
I get very excited.
Seeing other people cry can make you feel like crying too. I think
Easily make you feel like.
Yeah.
Like in between, strongly, and like both of us, I think the middle agree.
That's what I'm thinking, whether I strongly agree or not. Okay.
The other day, someone started crying after you started crying, but not because you were crying, but because of what you said.
But then I didn't he cry before I cried?
Oh, you were very close to crying, but you were like controlling yourself.
Yeah.
And then you saw
I
him cry,
cried.
and then.
Yeah.
So, what was it?
It was I saw him cry and then I couldn't control it anymore.
Okay, fine. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan.
Absolutely agree. Dude, I read this zombie novel. I don't know, 11th grade, and I prepared a whole what if zombie kit.
I don't know. I'm in between. Like, okay, if my backup plan doesn't work out, I'll figure something out. But I also tend to have already thought of ideas of what.
Then why don't you do neutral?
Yeah.
Because
I
of
forgot
what?
neutral was an option for a second.
You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Does that sound something like me? Not at all. I mean, I guess it depends on the kind of pressure. So I'm between 1 agree and 2. I mean, 1 disagree and 2 disagree. You, on the other hand.
Okay, it's usually, so I'm gonna go with strongly agree. There are exceptions. But
I'm
that's not
going
usual.
with 2 disagree. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know.
I think you, like, at least in all the social events I've been with you, you try your best to talk to the new people.
Hannah, that's why I think I'll go with 2 agree.
I don't think I should be telling you what your answer is supposed to be. Like,
No,
what my opinion is on
No,
your
I already thought of 2 agree.
I know, but I'm just like, I should stop giving my opinion on what your answer.
That's why I'm doing it with you and not doing it alone.
That's not how you're supposed to do personality.
It's to corroborate my story.
Fine. I think I would say somewhat disagree, like 1 disagree, because it really depends on the event. Sometimes I'm very cranky and I don't want to talk to anyone, and I'm like, I'm just gonna talk to the people I know.
Makes sense. I think I've been like conditioned into talking to most people whether I know them or not, and ensuring that I'm talking to them.
I think if it's a group where most of the people are people I know and only few people are new, then I'm more likely to talk to a new person. But if it's mostly people I don't know and I know only a few people, then I'll talk to.
So my
I
thing
think
is,
it should be middle agree. Sorry.
you can't go back now. But the first 10 you can change. But then once you cross the 10.
Why?
Because for me, whether I know most people or I don't know most people, I still tend to talk to.
I think you're used to it, no? You've always been around a lot of people. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another.
You're definitely not that person, and neither am I. I mean, I do sculpting, printmaking, wood carving, and like I don't know, YouTube videos and everything all at the same
From
time.
Ashu's archives.
Thank you. But yeah, okay, you are very sentimental. I'm putting 3 agree.
Full.
I mean,
No
I
doubt.
have
I mean, for me also, not her.
I mean, I have a full cupboard of like sentimental objects.
I don't know.
You don't have a cupboard.
I have a box and I have multiple places I keep them. It's just not in one cupboard.
Okay, fine. I'll take it.
You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists.
We both really need it. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall ability of the knowledge. I will 100% agree.
But yeah, okay, no, I don't agree with this. Yeah, I'll put middle disagree because it's not full disagree. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. I meant to do
Disagree.
like middle. I knew it was a middle, but I said agree instead of disagree. Okay. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation.
We disagree.
I do that sometimes. So
Really? So
I'm gonna
much-
say very little agree.
So much pizzazz you have. What is pizzazz?
Okay, I don't think I feel comfortable doing it. I'm very nervous and very like. So I would
Yeah.
say neutral.
You're not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. Disagree.
Full disagree.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I hate being disagreed with, like in my analysis of things.
Huh.
But I'm very interested in still hearing.
yeah, I mean, what's the point of
And if
creative
it's not
works?
a thing about agreeing or disagreeing, it's just really interesting to hear it.
Exactly, like what's the point of creative works if it's not meant for interpretations and analysis and stuff like that? What?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I thought you were like, someone's gonna drag
No, I
us
was just
in.
like, I was just remembering all the times that like my friends and I have discussed just TV show episodes. Like even
Yeah.
with Steven, we had to analyze everything.
Yeah, see?
And just in general, we only tend to talk about the smallest things in so much detail.
Love that.
Oh, my turn. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Disagree fully.
I think because of my anxiety, I tend to believe in the amount of anxious thoughts in my head.
Huh.
But when it comes to making decisions, I think I'm more emotional than rational. For me, when it comes to head and heart, I think it's emotional versus rational. Like that's how I perceive it. So for me, I'll put 2 disagree.
Like I fully disagree because I can be very logical about my decisions, but my priority is about what I feel like is most important.
Yeah. But it's also personality test is also how you perceive the questions, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's rationality versus emotions, but for you, it can be different.
It's what is the most important thing when I make a decision.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine.
I think I'll too disagree because I sit around all day, but at the same time, I like need all to-do lists and I need a daily routine. You?
I like both. So I'm just gonna go with neutral.
You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on the people you
Disagree. But like,
How much?
no, now it's become even rarer, so I would say little disagree.
Okay, I am full on. Wait. You'll be agree because you rarely worry.
I keep confusing.
You'll be too agree because it's the opposite this thing.
Wait. I think when you're reading a question, I'm not registering what the question is.
Okay, let's
Which
do
is
this.
not your fault. It's
You
just,
read all of them.
no, we'll alternate the reading
No,
and then I will take a second to
It's
read
better
mine.
if you read anyway.
No.
For me. Because you read and then I start talking and then you end talking.
Okay. Yeah. I rarely worry about it. So I would full agree. Because
Oh.
I rarely worry about it.
Okay, yeah. It's not never.
Yeah.
Okay.
You enjoy participating in group activities.
I love it.
Same.
But at the same time, it's irritating when it comes to stuff like where it's people that I don't like. So I'm gonna put 2 because it can depend.
I love it. Participating in group activities. Yeah, with people I love it. Enjoy being around. But even in groups that I'm uncomfortable, it's just easier in a group than it is in.
On your own.
Then like, just one other person or something like that.
Makes sense.
You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending.
Thinking about it makes me irritated. I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's too anxious and anxiety inducing.
I agree with you, but not on the, like, for me it's not because it's anxiety inducing, it's just, I don't know, I think I like more concrete answers. It's the abstract thing. I don't like it when it's so abstract, but sometimes, like, I like it when there's some room for your own interpretation and understanding, but not like the whole ending is up to you. Like in Inception.
Oh, right. Even in Lunchbox. Have you
I
watched
didn't
Lunchbox?
watch it yet. I haven't watched it yet.
I can see my double chin here, so it's irritating. Okay.
I felt lighting is so good. I love this. Sorry, I forgot to tell you.
I've become darker skin because of my medicines, I think, than usual. But in this lighting, it makes me look like it's my old skin.
I never noticed these things, but you look great. Okay,
I thought next to you, obviously, and then I realized I was wrong. I meant that,
okay, we got
you
it.
compliment me.
Got it.
Skin, height, and
Sure.
face wise.
Nice save. Nice save. Your happiness comes from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments.
I used to agree with it a lot, but now I think I'm more like one agree or neutral because I'm getting back a certain sense of self that I'd lost a long time ago. Don't look at me like that, I feel like crying.
I'm so happy for you.
So I think I'm gonna go with neutral because I think both give me equal joy now.
I also am neutral. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next.
I'm gonna wait for you to answer because I feel like I give more of an answer than you.
Okay. I would agree with that, but I also find it easy to make the choices, so it's not difficult. So I would say like 1 agree.
For me, I think it's 3 agree because like even now when I'm deciding how to go forward with a career, I have like a burp and 50
That's
different
exactly
options.
what happens when she's trying to decide.
It's more than one burp, Prerna. It's more than
Sorry.
one burp.
I didn't mean to minimize.
Oh, I still have Coke left.
Yeah. Coca-Cola.
No, we don't do product placements on this channel.
No, I just
For
meant
the
the
10
soda.
views.
The soda, not the
For the 10 views that I get, we can't do product
Okay.
placements.
soda. Just cut out the rest of it.
Okay.
You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
I have anxiety. That's
I
what
would
I'm
say
gonna
1 agree. Because I'm also like, sometimes I get super optimistic.
I'm so glad for you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
You did an odd number.
2.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to do it.
Now it's an instinctive
Yeah.
reaction phase. Whenever someone says something like touch wood, instead for me it's tutu because that's how we do it in our family. And Prerna just
I just keep going 2.
I will punch her someday.
2. No.
Okay, you avoid leadership roles in a group setting. I think I will 1 disagree. I like being a leader. I like bossing people around.
I very much disagree. I'm very much for leadership roles.
That is very true. Even without leadership roles, you're a leader somehow.
That sounds like a bad thing though. Because like in a group when there's not supposed to be a leader,
I
it's
did.
like, hey, yeah.
I did mean it as a backhanded compliment.
Prerna.
Hi, Auntie.
Hi, what
Do you
have
wanna
been
pause it?
doing?
Auntie, come
We are
Auntie,
shooting a
say
video.
hi to my YouTube.
Ooh. This is
No,
going to
not
go
like
on my
this.
YouTube.
No, Auntie, you look so
Please, you're
pretty.
so
No, not like, gee, I don't want to be
Okay,
that.
Prerna's mom's here. And
She's so cute.
yeah, she's one of the cutest
My
aunties
hair
I
is
know.
so nice. You are definitely not an artistic type of person.
I will disagree.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna strongly agree. I completely disagree as well. Because I'm not, definitely not. But okay, now I think of myself as more creative also. So I fully disagree.
You are very creative.
Thank you. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself.
My sister would think I'm attention seeking. But I would go neutral. I want attention of certain people, but not all people.
I sometimes do, I sometimes don't. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own.
I mean, I'm neutral. I like both of it equally, I think. Sometimes I want to be around people, but alone in that, like not talk to anyone. Stuff like that.
It sounds like it shouldn't make sense, but it makes sense.
Hannah?
Yeah.
I always make sense to you.
True. Even when you're just making sounds.
I was sleeping and then I woke up in between and I told Prerna what? My head's pregnant. And then I went back to sleep. And Prerna was like, that sounds painful. And
That's like, okay, what am I even supposed to do with that information? No, you said my head feels pregnant. Usually. No, I think, like, I love being around and spending quality time. But I also really like being on my own. So, I would disagree. I like them both equally, so that's why I would disagree.
Okay.
Strongly disagree. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours.
I think I'll completely agree.
That is my whole job. Well, okay, the experiences may not necessarily be different, but I don't find it that hard. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible.
Always. Me always.
I wouldn't say strongly disagree, but like somewhat.
Makes sense. I thought you'd say strongly disagree.
There are some decisions that are too scary, so.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, but it's about usually. So I would say strongly disagree.
You take the questions very literally.
Yes. I told you, it's hard for me to be abstract. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I strongly agree.
Oh, I always second guess. I
They're
like
on
fully
opposite
disagree.
ends.
Yeah. And I'm really glad to have a friend like you because then I can just leave the decision making on you. But you don't let me do that, okay?
Yeah.
Like if I'm like, can you please choose between my fingers? Each finger has an option of which pizza I should
I
have.
know you
or something
wouldn't
like
forget
that.
that.
She will not do it. It's very irritating. It's like a small thing. How do you care? Like why do you care? Let me just help me choose a pizza slice, Prerna.
Because those are easier decisions to make.
Yeah, but so I'm not making the easy decisions so that I'm saving up that energy for the big decisions.
No, it makes it less scary when you start making the easier decisions. But I don't always do it. There are a lot of times where I've decided for you and just been like, yeah, we're just doing this.
Yeah, I really like that. It's like set boundaries. Everything is like very easy with you. I just know that I can be myself.
This is getting really sentimental. And
Let me change that for you.
it just seems weird to have this in a personality test YouTube video.
I mean, that is the point. It's our
Okay, fine. I
personality.
love you too.
I didn't say I love you, but okay.
I know how you say I love.
Okay, after a long, exhausting week, a lively social event is what you need. Disagree.
Strongly disagree.
That day, Prerna said that she does not believe in anyone. Who says this?
Look, okay, I don't want to say it in public.
Okay, fine.
You enjoy going to art museums.
I think I will too agree. Not always.
Really? I strongly agree because even when I have no knowledge of art or art history, I just really like looking at them.
For me, because I'm scared all the time that I'm gonna like spill something over or like hurt something, it gets scary.
That makes sense. I think I also like it because it feels so peaceful and calm. And I can just
The
do my own
quiet.
things. Once I went to one alone abroad, and it was one of the first times I had explored a city on my own, so I was really excited. And then it was just nice to walk through. Even I was like, usually I would think that only if I know stuff I should go to the museum. Like then I'll be like, oh, this is my favorite. Oh, I like this person, or like I can think about those things. But I just went there and I was like, this is just really nice to look at.
Yeah, they have stuff written down there, so I just like that.
You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings.
I think I'll fully disagree.
I fully disagree.
Prerna needs to like.
I mean,
it's part of
I
your
don't
job.
often have a hard time. There are some times I have a hard time.
Yeah.
But that's usually when that person is also super confused.
Okay. You like to have a to-do list for each day, always.
I really like to.
You rarely feel insecure. I'll fully disagree. I always feel insecure.
I will like one disagree because it's not rare. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own.
I will very strongly agree.
I strongly agree.
For me, YouTube, like, it's all about understanding different views and all of that.
When I think of this, when I think of very different, I usually think of
Extreme
things that
opposite.
I disagree with a lot. And the thing is, when I'm like, suppose I'm talking to that person, or if I'm like talking about it, you can just yawn.
Though if I yawn, then you'll start yawning and then I'll start yawning.
Okay. So if I'm engaging with that or talking about it in any way or whatever, I will usually be defensive. I'll usually be talking about how much I disagree with it and why I disagree with it. But it doesn't stop me from trying to understand why that person has that perspective.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Which I like. Like, I like that about myself, even if I can't express it to others.
Yeah.
In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities.
That's me for the four of us.
Yeah, in our circle. But I have also done it.
Yeah. You have a lot of social circles.
I am definitely strongly agree. I'm often the one. But recently I have like in the past 1 or 2 years, because of like only being in touch with a lot of you through like social media, has been really irritating. So then I haven't been the one.
But for me, my friends don't want to talk to me as much as I initiate.
Liar.
I said that just to irritate Prerna.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible.
I am very impatient and I want things to go a particular way if it's in my head, like if we've decided. So yeah, I mean, this morning only I was telling Prerna, like, go take a bath, even though like it wasn't that late.
So that we could shoot this video.
Yeah, so I'm very impatient when it comes to all of this.
I would say neutral, because it's not my top priority.
But it is a priority.
Sometimes, yeah. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. One agree.
I don't know why I'm yawning. I had 2 mugs of coffee. Maybe coffee is making me sleepy. You know how some people say that caffeine makes them sleepy.
You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. Somewhat disagree.
I think I will too agree, because sometimes I do contemplate why we exist or something like that, but then it's too much for my brain. I stopped thinking why we exist. I think it just happened. I mean, everybody makes mistakes and so did evolution. So, yeah. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I will 3 agree.
I'm just neutral, because I don't see it as control. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. Strongly agree.
Neutral.
Because for me, it's like, if I make them look bad, it doesn't help the situation in any way. It just makes things way worse, because then they become defensive, and then like, you know, there might be an argument, or like I've embarrassed them or something like that, when I just want to solve the problem.
Yeah, I don't intend for them to look bad or anything, okay?
But
I don't take great care.
Yeah. I pay attention to it.
I think that's why my sister and I mostly fight a lot, because I do not take care of all of that.
Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. What? Like, this is so unfair.
I know, I was just thinking, you have to completely agree.
But it doesn't feel like that for me. Oh no, consistent it's too hard a word.
I think I'm neutral about this.
I would say 2 agree, because sometimes I am very organized about it though.
Yeah, but
It's just not consistent.
it's not consistent. It either
That's not my
means-
fault. That's how my brain works. ADHD. I felt like I did that like it was some Power Rangers or like super.
Yeah, it's your superpower somehow.
It's just a characteristic. That's all.
I know.
No, I don't want to call it a superpower, because you know
I
how
was
some
saying
people.
it sarcastically.
I know, but you know how that dialogue is also there. No, that
Yeah,
some
I know,
people are
I-
like, oh, my mental illness, disorder, whatever you want to call it, is my superpower.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, you always have to work towards bettering yourself, despite the fact that you have to live with it forever.
No, and superpower again puts so much pressure on it. Like, just let it be. I feel like this is having a lot of mental health discussion, which is very classic of me, but may not be as interesting to you.
No,
Okay.
I think people will like it.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
Always.
I pretty much never think about this.
This is one of the statements that I find the most true to me, because I think even when I first meet the person, I'm like, how long will it take for them to dislike me? That's my first thought. It's very scary to consistently live with it, because building healthy relationships where you feel like will last forever are very rare, and if they also end up like breaking apart and stuff like that, then it just breaks you. You know?
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time.
I will too agree.
This is honestly exactly why I left my last job. Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I thought so.
You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
I fully disagree.
Yeah, what the hell? Strongly disagree. I don't think abstractly, but it's still interesting.
Yeah.
And it's not a waste of time at all.
Yeah.
You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places.
Strongly disagree.
I think I would say neutral, because, like, as a city, I would like a place that's more. Okay, I would like a place with a lot of people, but I don't like a place with a lot of noise.
Huh, okay.
And if it's somewhere that I want to sit for a while and all that, then I want a quiet, intimate place.
So for me, when it says more drawn to, I focused on that as the interpretation.
You know at first glance how someone is feeling.
I usually never know.
Maybe 1 or 2 agree. It depends on the person. Okay, random person.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
what
would say
thought.
1 agree. Yeah.
Random person, yeah. If I know someone, I think I can tell on the first glance.
Yeah.
Random people, I can't. You struggle with deadlines. I will completely disagree. I like deadlines.
Okay. I need to think about what I see struggle as meaning. But no, I always
the
meet them, so
meantime, I'm
I
selecting
strongly
my
disagree, because
Okay.
I always, like, I'm very sure of meeting my deadlines. Even if I don't do a great job at what I'm doing.
Deadlines keep me motivated.
Deadlines are like a big thing for ADHD people. I mean, a lot of people with ADHD find deadlines.
You feel confident that things will work out with you. I will completely disagree. I don't think I'll be able to make it in this world without support. In my world, I want to be independent, do things on my own, and I'm always scared that they won't work out for me.
But
it says you feel.
I know, but I'm just telling you that independent doesn't mean no support.
I know, but I don't feel confident that things will work out for me at
You
all.
don't have to change your answer. But independent doesn't mean no support. I'm
Yes.
not going to go back on that. I feel pretty confident.
I strongly agree with you.
See results. That's my chance.
Just a moment. Oh, advocate. This is the first time I've gotten this.
Whoa, mine completely changed. I mean, it was this a while back.
Yeah.
Wait, once I go down, I think this is what I got last time.
I got mediator last time.
I got advocate last.
Let's see.
The difference was I was I last time.
Ah, now you're E.
And I'm E again. And you know, the first time I did this, I got ENFP. So,
You did answer it like you're just slightly more extroverted. See, you're 56.
yeah, it's so irritating.
So why? Okay, I'm more introverted. I'm 65%.
I just found it really interesting when I went from extroverted to introvert.
And then now you're back to it. I think COVID did that.
It's just so rude.
Okay, energy. I'm 56% intuitive. You?
Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to. 69%.
That's pretty intuitive. Wait, we have the same. We're more feeling than thinking, but I am 68.
And I'm 71.
You're more than me? I am surprised.
I'm very feeling as a person.
So,
My friend keeps saying, you love to feel your feelings.
So, tactics, that's the T at the end. You have P, you're more prospective. By 1%.
No, it's not the T at the end. It's the P or J.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm 51%.
I'm 63 judging. But identity, how confident I am, I'm 99% turbulent.
Whoa, I've never seen such a long line. I am 63% assertive.
Anyway, advocates are the rarest personality types of all. Ooh, I'm unique. Sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Yes, of course you're unique.
Advocates are the rarest personality types. They leave their mark on the world. They have deep sense of idealism and integrity. I think that's true. They aren't ideal dreamers. They take concrete steps to realize their goals. Okay, I don't agree with that sentence. I mean, I don't know if I'm taking concrete steps.
Yes,
to
you
realize
are.
my goals.
You've literally been taking concrete steps.
Yeah, more recently, yeah.
No, even earlier.
Okay. What's yours? Campaigners?
This one?
Yeah.
Campaigners, ENFPs, are true free spirits, outgoing, open-hearted and open-minded. With their lively, upbeat approach to life, they stand out in any crowd. This feels like I'm just trying to compliment myself.
They are complimenting you and I agree with this. All of it. You're outgoing, open-hearted, open-minded, lively, upbeat, and you do stand out in a crowd. Listen, no one else in my life ever would have laughed if I screamed at them, you're the reason why all fools exist in this world.
Sorry, wait. Can you say that quote clearly? I think I...
So, once I was high on medical malpractice meds. Okay, let's just phrase it like that. I wasn't supposed to be high, it was a problem. But I was high in college and I looked at Prerna
in the middle of class.
While someone was teaching, okay, because I had processed it for like 6-7 minutes and they had begun teaching, and I screamed at her, "You're the reason why all fools exist in this world." And that is how we became roommates.
I just found it the funniest thing anyone has ever said to me. Like, who would ever tell you that you're the reason why?
And who would ever laugh at that? You do stand out
How
in a
can
crowd.
you take it seriously? How can you take it seriously? It's okay, fine. But even though they can be the life of the party, campaigners don't just care about having a good time. These personality types run deep, as does their longing for meaningful emotional connections with other people. Yeah, that's
True. The magic of everyday life. Mine is standing up for what's right. Advocates generally strive to do what's right. They want to help create a world where others do the right thing as well. But yeah, I am very idealist.
In your work, you're always trying to do that.
So yeah, I might see helping others as my purpose in life. They are troubled by injustice. I am.
Mine, the magic of everyday life. Friendly and outgoing, campaigners are devoted to enriching their relationships and social lives. True. They also have rich, vibrant inner lives as well. Without a healthy dose of imagination, creativity and curiosity, a campaigner simply wouldn't be a campaigner. Yeah, I'm very curious. Can be quite introspective, for sure. Can't help but ponder deeper meaning and significance of life, even when they should be paying attention to something else. These personalities believe that everything and everyone is connected and live for the glimmers of insight that they can gain into these connections. Okay, this is very accurate.
Yes!
But every time I do this test, whatever I get, I feel is very accurate.
I'll tell you something. We're answering 100 questions. Obviously, it's going to be somewhat accurate. Like,
Also, I feel like every time my focus changes, that my answers also change, right?
That's true.
Because the way I'm thinking about it, my perspective has changed.
Yeah, same. I mean, I've gotten 3 different personalities in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
So I think I've changed a lot.
I mean, not 3 years, but yeah.
But yeah, when some...
I would also like to say that these are not... Please don't take these too seriously in terms of like deciding your whole life based on them.
Yeah, that
because
I
they're
don't.
not like valid
Yeah.
psychologically.
When I did this with Chanky, so I used to go on walks with my friend every day and we did this once. he thought for some reason that I take it too seriously. I do, because in general, I guess I'm a very sensitive person or whatever. I take other people's opinions about me too seriously. But this is a test that kind of reminds me of zodiac signs, where it's general enough, especially after answering 100 questions, that you'll obviously relate to some parts of it and not relate to others of it. I'm not gonna base my life off of it.
Yeah. So like I think I like these because they give me some insight to my way of thinking in that time that I've taken them. And it's also so fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like that about it, but I often forget about it. Yeah,
Same.
so I think that's like a nice way of managing.
That last part.
Yeah. When something sparks their imagination, campaigners can show an enthusiasm that is nothing short of infectious.
That's
Radiate a positive energy that draws in other people and may find themselves being held up by their peers as a leader or guru.
Guruji.
No.
I'm just kidding. I don't believe in Guruji.
Please, I don't want to have followers.
She does not mean on Insta, guys. Go follow her there.
I mean, if my content is helping you and you don't want to be my follower, that's also fine. But I would appreciate it. Campaigners can struggle with discipline and consistency, which is very true for me.
Losing steam on projects that once meant much to them.
No, the ones that mean a lot to me, okay, steam can mean just slowing down. Yeah.
Okay, connecting with others and themselves. Okay, does my emotional honesty and insight make a powerful impression on people around me?
Yes, very. You are, you do communicate very warmly and sensitively, and you are very honest about your emotions.
Yeah, I've learned that, and now I can't unlearn that.
Yeah.
Even if I need to in certain spaces. Sorry, too late. But yeah, my value deep, authentic relationships. Yes, I really want deep, authentic relationships. Who does not though?
This is so interesting.
Why?
Because I got this last time, right? And
do you agree with it?
no, this prioritizing reconnecting with themselves is so interesting, because like I used to spend so much of my time connecting with myself.
And now you've done it. So then you've moved on to another
So
personality.
I think when I took this, it was like end of 2020 or beginning of 2021, and that time I was having a very hard time with
We all have changed
connecting.
so much.
COVID.
Yeah.
Seeking joy. Campaigners are proof that seeking out life's joys and pleasures isn't the same thing as being shallow. In the blink of an eye, people with this personality type can transform from impassioned idealists to carefree figures on the dance floor. That's true. Even in moments of fun, campaigners want to connect emotionally with others. A few things matter more than having genuine, heartfelt conversations with the people they cherish. This is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Believe that everyone deserves to express their feelings, and their empathy and warmth create spaces where even the most timid spirits can feel comfortable opening up.
That is a very textbook Prerna thing.
And very helpful for my counseling.
Yeah.
But people with this personality type need to be careful, however. Their intuition may lead them to read far too much into other people's actions and behaviors. Instead of asking for an explanation, they may end up puzzling over someone else's desires or intentions.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.
I tend to communicate a lot.
Yes, exactly why.
So, but I used to do this a lot. Maybe with people I don't communicate.
Somehow you're already at the end of this and I have 2 paras left, so I'm going to try and... Okay. The cost of success, their ideals... So they may focus so intently on their ideals that they don't take care of themselves. They're not allowed to rest until they've achieved their unique version of success. Okay, yeah, I guess that's true in the sense of I beat myself a lot about it, where I feel like I need to be economically independent and doing a certain type of job and in a certain place and things like that.
I think conventions and like general expectations of people really affect you.
And my expectations of myself as well. Like I feel like by 25 I need to do this and all this really stuff. They may...
Sorry. I just think that like the definition of success or of like independence and all of that has been like your definition of it has really been affected by what other people think it should look like.
Yeah, and also what other people would want to see, where they would want to see me at, and the fact that I don't want to be there. Like, I don't want to be married by a certain period of time. So I need economic independence to be able to earn the right to say, please, leave me be.
Yeah.
And all. But yeah, especially they may find themselves uncharacteristically ill-tempered. True. And I hate being angry. I just hate it, and then I start crying, and then it's very weird. But anyway, they find themselves especially stressed in the face of conflict criticism. They act with best intentions, and it can frustrate them when others don't appreciate it. Yeah, and constructive criticism may feel hurtful. Okay, true.
Yeah.
Personal mission. They feel compelled on a mission in their lives when they encounter
compelled to find a mission.
Okay. And when they encounter unfairness, they tend to think, how can I fix this? They're well suited to support a movement to right a wrong, no matter how big or small. I feel like this part of it I used to feel a lot before, and I feel like I put so much pressure on myself that I just burnt out and I felt like there's nothing I can do. Yeah, so that was our 16 personality test, where this is our personality. And
for now,
I hope you enjoyed that. I know it was a fun ride.
I think the funniest part of all our conversations is like, even if we start at one place, there'll be at least 10 different conversations we have in the middle, and like a lot of anecdotes or sudden like memories that come up.
Very true. We've been recording for like an hour, and I don't know what I'm going to cut out of it because we've talked so much. This might have to be a 3-parter thing or something like that.
3 videos of me.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. Please help me grow how much ever I can, because I want to earn money from all of this bullshit that I'm doing. Thank you.
Also, she loves doing it and she puts in a lot of effort, and I don't think it's that hard to appreciate it if you feel like doing it.
Thank you. Tata. Bye bye.